Welcome back to the AI LLM Deep Dive Series, Episode 6. We know what attention does, but what happens right after attention inside every single transformer layer? That's our topic today, feed-forward networks. Quick recap. After multi-head attention, each token now holds a blended summary of the whole sentence. It knows what words around it are saying, but that information still needs to be processed and transformed. Attention collects context, but something else has to actually work with it. That something else is the feed forward network, a small but powerful neural network applied independently to each token. It takes the attention output and projects it into a much higher dimensional space to extract richer features. Think of attention as gathering information and FFN as thinking about it. Inside the FFN, there are exactly two linear layers with an activation function in between. Linear layer 1 expands the token from its original size, called D underscore model, to 4 times that size. A real U activation fires, keeping only the positive signals. Then, linear layer 2 compresses it back to D underscore model. Simple formula. FFN of x equals linear 2 of rel u of linear 1 of x. Here's what makes this different from attention. The FFN processes every token completely independently. The same weights are applied separately to each token. The, cat, sat, down, all in parallel. No communication between tokens here, just individual transformation. After both attention and FFN, there's one more important piece, add and layer norm. A residual connection takes the original input and adds it directly to the output of each sublayer, skipping over it like a shortcut. This keeps gradients flowing cleanly during training and makes very deep models much more stable. So the full picture is, attention gathers context across the whole sequence. FFN processes each token individually, and add plus layer norm keeps everything stable. Stack this complete layer n times, and you've got a transformer. We just covered feed-forward networks. Now, let's look at two other things that happen inside every single transformer layer. Layer normalization and residual connections. These two are the reason deep transformers can actually train without falling apart. Here's the core problem. When you train a neural network with many layers, gradients flow backwards through each layer during backpropagation. But every time the gradient passes through a layer, it can shrink. By the time it reaches the early layers, layer 5, layer 6, the signal is nearly zero. The early layers stop learning entirely. This is called the vanishing gradient problem. Residual connections solve this directly. The idea is simple. Take the original input x and add it back to the output of the sublayer. So instead of just getting f of x, you get x plus f of x. Now, there's a direct shortcut path that bypasses the entire sublayer. Gradients can flow straight through the skip connection without shrinking. Early layers keep learning. Residual connections fix gradient flow. But there's a second problem. The actual values inside the network can grow wildly large or shrink to near zero too. Look at this. Before normalization, the values are all over the place. Some huge, some tiny. This causes training to become unstable and unpredictable. Layer normalization fixes this. For each token vector independently, it computes the mean and standard deviation across all dimensions, subtracts the mean, and divides by the standard deviation to center everything around zero. Then applies two learnable parameters, gamma and beta, to scale and shift the result. After layer norm, every token vector has a mean close to 0 and standard deviation close to 1. Stable, predictable values. Put both together and you get the standard transformer sublayer pattern. Input x goes into the sublayer, either attention or FFN. The residual skip connection adds x back to the output. Then layer norm stabilizes the values. The final formula is layer norm of x plus f of x. This wraps every single sublayer in the entire transformer. Residual connections keep gradients alive across depth. Layer normalization keeps values stable during training. Without these two, a 96-layer model like GPT-3 would simply be impossible to train. See you in the next episode.